Alright guys, we got a new mail day for you. I took the liberty to take all the cards out of the bubble mailers. Didn't want to embarrass myself on camera trying to get out, all 30 or so cards out of these. Would have taken quite a long time. But to start it off, got a silver Joe Burrow. One of my favorite rookies going into the NFL season to, keep an eye on. That probably goes for everyone too. The whole country's eyes are going to be on him if he can continue his success that he found in college. Being on the Bengals, he's not going to have the hardest time in the world fighting for a starting role come week one. Um, Heisman Trophy winner. He's got a lot of potential, obviously. We'll see. Well, he hasn't had the health concerns as some of these other rookies that I'm going to show you, so not that concerned about his health. It's just if he's going to be able to translate his, success over to the NFL. Players are going to be stronger, faster. He did play, for a really quality team in LSU, battled quality teams. Like Clemson and whatnot that have NFL players, but it's always a big leap going into the NFL. So we'll see. I think he's going to be a Pro Bowler one day. I think he's definitely good enough to compete, to lead a team to a Super Bowl. And, if you're an NFL franchise, what more do you want from that? You can't ask more than that. Just really don't mess it up for you. But yeah, Silver Joe Burrow. And we got a bunch of base of his. So let me grab all these here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 base cards with 1 silver. I think his 2020 draft Prism is going to be a pretty good investment. Not crazy good like his first rookie card with an NFL team, but right when he first makes the the starting role, his cards here are going to jump, in my opinion. So if you want a decent investment, grab some of these 2020 Prism Joe Burrows, and right when he first gets that starting spot, I think his cards are going to leap. But yeah, moving on, we got a Tua Silver. And just like the Joe Burrow, we got a bunch of his base here. So let me grab all these. Unlike Joe Burrow, Tua's got a lot of health problems. You got that bad hip that supposedly he's recovered completely from, but we'll see about that. I think he could be a potential Pro Bowler as well down the line. We'll see. Nick Saban loved him. You can't argue with Nick Saban. He's proven that he knows how good of a player is. But yeah, so Tua Tagovailoa. On the Dolphins, too, similarly to the Bengals, he's not going to have to fight for a starting spot too much. So, good luck to Tua. We got a Jordan Poole. So, moving into some basketball here. Jordan Poole Auto. Prism. So, rookie signatures auto. Not numbered, but I like Prism, of course. So does everybody, really. So, nice card here. It is a sticker auto, though. I wish it was on card, but hey, I'll take what I can get. Another Jordan Poole here. But this is his Select. I really love Select every year, one of my favorite styles, especially for football for some reason. One of my next cards I'm looking at is a white Select rookie Mahomes, so keep an eye out for that. But yeah, Jordan Poole, good player. Not going to be anything crazy, but I think he's good quality. Similarly to Jordan Poole, Miles Bridges, not going to be anything, superstar-like, but good quality player. Nice young player here. Miles Bridges auto. And then we already have a guy who's proven himself here. We got Dame Lillard. So this is his Optic Fantasy Stars from 2019-20. Nice card here. Really like the look of that. And this is numbered too, I believe. Yeah, it is out of 149. So 149, number 4 out of 149. Dame Lillard, he's not going to be the top 3, 4, 5 player in the league ever, but he's going to consistently be in the top 15, I believe. So nice card there. Moving on. Dame Lillard Express Lane. Love the pink there. Love that refractor silver look. Optic, same year, I believe. Yep, 2019-20. And this one's out of 25, so a lot less of these out there. It's Prism number 6 out of 25. But yeah, Dame Lillard's going to be an all-star pretty much every year. Can't go wrong with that. And then we got a really good investment piece, in my opinion. So these are silver Ben Roethlisberger's. These ones here from 2016. And Big Ben, he's not going to have, the success he's found earlier on in his career, but he's going to be a Hall of Famer. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. He will be a Hall of Famer once he retires, and I think that, translates to a great investment piece. His cards aren't that expensive right now just because he's not performing. He's been injured. He was out for such a long time last season. People are kind of starting to forget about him. So great time to pick up some Big Ben. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 silvers from Big Ben. All right, moving on. We got a bunch of established threads. So these are all going to be relics here. So we got an Anthony Davis Pelicans. And before I move on, I always like to mention, I love cards, for whatever reason, that have the player wearing his old jersey and then have like the border or whatever mention his new team. So this one has the Lakers, obviously, with the Pelicans. And then I have this card that I've already had for a while. Just to show you an example, too. This LeBron NBA Hoops from 2018 PSA 10. So this card here, he's got the Cavaliers jersey, 23, with the Laker border. So whatever reason, I kind of like that. Something different. But yeah, so let me move on from that. We got a Dwight Powell. Good player, nothing crazy here. So relic of his. Same thing with Weatherspoon, nice relic. Cody Martin, love the like aqua teal look of those jerseys. Wish they were better teams though, so I could buy a jersey one day. I'm not a Hornets fan. I just really like the jerseys. We got a Kevin Knox. A lot of people, including myself, are really disappointed with Kevin Knox. Had higher hopes for him. I didn't think he was gonna be the next LeBron or whatever. Nothing crazy like that. But I thought there was a potential he could be fighting for an All-Star spot. But obviously that's not the case. Still young, of course, so we'll see if he can turn it around. And then one of my favorite players of all time, Kevin Love. I do miss his Timberwolves days, when he still is pretty much a walking double-double. But even back then, he could get 20 rebounds and you wouldn't blink an eye at it. So Kevin Love, now he's kind of transitioned more to like a more finesse player, less power, less aggressive than he was on the Timberwolves days. More three-pointer type shooter. But yeah, Kevin Love, one of my favorite players of all time. All right, moving on to some of the really cool stuff, at least in my opinion. So we got the 2014 Panini Prism. And this is actually a Blue Mojo Prism. So this is his Julius Randle's PSA 9 when he was on the Lakers. So I really enjoyed watching him play on the Pelicans last couple years. He was more of a go-to guy on the Pelicans than he ever was for the Lakers, which was understandable. But he really shined in that system. I think he took a step back when he's on the Knicks. But we'll see what he does. He could eventually leave the Knicks within the next few years. I know he has that longer contract, but we'll see. Decent player. Never going to be crazy good. But I definitely think he has the potential to vie for an all-star spot one day. Especially in the East, too. A little bit easier. Moving on. One of my favorite players in the league right now, Trae Young. I think he is the born-again Steph Curry. Obviously, that's saying a lot. Steph Curry, in my opinion, is the best shooter of all time. One of the best handles of all time. Great role model and whatnot. He has all these accolades. But Trae Young's not far off. Part of the reason why a lot of people don't believe that about Trae Young right now, in my opinion, is because he plays for the Hawks. Hawks are trash. Nothing around that, I think this, and this is PSA 10 here, I think this is an amazing investment. So Trae Young's PSA 10, if I remember correctly, goes for right around like $200. And to give that, in comparison to a player, Luka Doncic, I have it around me, I can't find it right now. I have his PSA 10 as well, and that card's over $600. So when you compare Trae Young to a player like Luka, the main difference between them is, yes, Luka averages those triple-doubles. Everybody obsesses about them. But I'm pretty sure Trae Young averaged more points this year, too. So we'll see about that. And if the Hawks ever become, a playoff team, watch his cards, shoot up in prices. So a great investment piece there. Another Trae Young card here. And this is mislabeled, actually. This isn't a Purple Stars. I believe this is, I forget the exact name. It's something Velocity, like Purple Velocity from his rated rookie from Optic. And this is numbered at a 95. So a really cool card here. 2018 Optic PSA 9. And something Velocity. I believe it's called his Purple Velocity. I'm going to have to check that. The guy who I bought it from, he's a friend of mine. He's the one who told me that was mislabeled. And then what else we got here? Let me save that one. We got the silver Marvin Bagley III Silver Prism PSA 10. So this card, I think it goes right around $130 right now. And I was speaking about Tua's health problems. This guy's health problems is even worse. So he has not played a ton in the NBA, but his potential is through the roof. I think he has the potential to be even better than a guy like Joel Embiid, which is saying a lot because Embiid, obviously is great. He's an all-star. He's had his own share of health concerns. All these big guys seem to have them. But Marvin Bagley, nice card here. If you don't mind some of his health risks, I think this could be a very good investment piece. His card isn't going for the the $200, $300, $400 because of those health concerns. If he can stay healthy, this card will shoot up. Last card here, and probably one of my favorites along with that Trae Young PSA 10. We got a 2018 Topps Update Ozzy Albies and Ronald Acuna Jr. camo. So love this card. It is numbered out of 25. So this is number 19 out of 25 from the Update series. PSA 9. So this is a really hard grade. Honestly, I can't see much wrong with this card. Potentially I could try to reslab this, but I am satisfied with PSA 9, especially because there's only 25 of these out there. I'll have to check the population report to see if any of these did get a PSA 10. But, Ozzy Albies is one of the best young players in the league, as well with Acuna. Acuna's already proven himself. Albies, I think, is going to take the next step into, superstardom this year. So, great investment piece, in my opinion, their 2018 Topps Update. Albies Acuna Jr. camo. So that's my mail day for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to have some more mail days in the next coming days, so keep an eye out for that. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it.